kind of, you know, having to beef up for these films.
Aye.
Was Wanted, was that the first time you'd kind of...
It was the first time I ever had to beef up. Actually, I beefed up a little bit for the thing. Please, thank you very much. Okay. I did used to wear my kilt. I went through a phase for about, probably about a week, where I decided, I'm Scottish, I live in England, I can wear my kilt, it doesn't need to be a special occasion. I can just wear it with a t-shirt and a pair of brown, manly boots. And I'd just go to the store and I'd buy eggs and milk and stuff like that, and I was in the pub and my friend was like, hey, do you want a beer? I was like, yeah, I'll have a beer. And, you know, what do you think? Do you think I'm being silly? I went, yeah. Yeah, you look like an idiot. So that...
Michael, do you still cry over the fact that when you were an overweight child they called you Fat Bender?
Yes. That's funny to you?
I can read your thoughts, I can best read your mind.
Do you know, like, what I'm thinking right now?
Yeah, I do.
About both of you?
Yeah, I do.
Do I need to apologize, or are you guys cool?
We're totally cool with it, but as long as you bring protection, it's all fine.
I definitely don't bring protection. I'm a crazy person. Would you be willing to pull the braces off his teeth? For me?
Sure, go dental. I've done that once before.
Let's go dental. Yeah, go dental.
Don't go mad, go dental.
Go dental.
It's in 3D.
It is in glorious 3D.
You're a big fan of 3D.
Now, listen, I slagged off 3D in this. And I think...
But you really slagged it off.
What did I say?
I believe you said, it's a waste of time and money, and I wouldn't pay for a ticket.
Can I ask you a question? Because both of our names are James, and in fact our next guest is also a James.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of us.
And the other one's Scottish, so it's all like a big, huge orgy. Yeah. Non-sexual, but kind of sexual, if you know what I mean.
I'm ready. Never more so, my friend.
Now we've got Avengers, Justice League's coming. I know you're a big old geek.
Those guys ain't no good though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, it's good that X-Men's finally coming out so that we can raise the bar again this year.
Right.
Because, you know, those guys are good, but, you know, this is where it starts. This is where it starts.
So cage match, how does it go down? X-Men enter the cage, Avengers enter the cage. How does it go down? What happens?
It's like 40 of us. And
sheer numbers.
5 of them. And one of them's like half man, half robot. You just turn off the power and he's done. And then another one's a guy with a shield who's a bit strong. I mean, come on. And then there's another, who's the other one? The guy with the bow and arrow. We've got guns and stuff. He's got claws. I could just go like, sit down, and they'd all sit down. I'd be like, have a cup of tea. They'd all be having a cup of tea. I could be like, take your clothes off. And they'd all be taking their clothes off. It would be a disaster.
Embarrassing for them, really.
Bender.
That's good.
It's kind of like the Brangelina of X-Men.
Well, we like to call you
Fassavoy.
Fassavoy, that's good.
Boy vendor.
Boy vendor. That sounds like a vending machine.
Of what? What is it?
Well, I don't want to know. Of something I don't want to buy.
They're at the craft services during filming. One of them gets hungry. Why? You could share a cherry.
Oh my. Right, different artists, though.
Different artists. This is
You've
quite
never
good,
made me
bizarre.
cupcakes.
But
what are you wearing, James? In there? Did you make it?
Dungaree. I'm not wearing dungaree.
You like dungaree? The baking, and I'm thinking.
Why am I in dungaree?
The cooking apron.
What then?
You did the baking and I'm feeding you.
That's great. No, that's lovely. Yeah, because you've worked hard all afternoon, James.
So you deserve a treat. So I'm taking your cherry.
Yes.
There's no other guy I'd rather work with. He's amazing. Love the fella.
He said you're a horrible person.
Yeah, but he lies. What he knows is that he's learned everything from me, and he needs me just that bit too much.
Final question. I know a lot of the fans loved in First Class the relationship between you and Mr. Fassbender, Charles and Eric. There was an intimate moment or two there. There was a connection. Do we finally get to see them kiss?
Air kiss. Air kiss and Eskimo kiss. Yeah.
You know, if you're air kissing him, he can use his brain to pull you closer. You know that.
It's a good one. You can try. You can keep trying. He's going to need to buy me dinner a few more times first. Scene where we go into the world of cross-dressing, which ultimately got cut out of the... You loved it.
You loved it. You loved
I found a whole new side of my personality.
Comfortable with how comfortable you were in
That's
doing
just because
it.
you found me attractive, James.
I've asked you not to reveal that about me.
When people come in here and they go, oh, you're an X-Men, the question that...
Okay, how many times did you have sex with Michael Fassbender?
That was the question.
Is that the question?
And what is the answer?
4.
4 times, 4 times. And how tender a lover is he?
Define tender.
I guess a bit of spooning afterwards, some snuggles, maybe a little on the neck.
I'm left to take care of myself after.
Really?
No.
What about
not
for you,
dinklage.
Sir Eric in the front?
I'm just realising that we're coming of that age where we're getting hair growing in our ears.
Really? Have I got hairy ears?
Yeah. So I would say that...
Was that when I was giving
No, because
that
I was like this. I was
beautifully
like, oh, that's
articulate
a hair.
answer, were you looking in my ears going...
Yes, I was. I was like...
James, you worked with Angelina Jolie on Wanted. Does she have your face tattooed anywhere on her body?
Yes.
You're in Wanted?
I'm in Wanted. Wow. I'm the really good, sexy one.
I don't remember.
Have you guys fought before?
I have no underwear as well.
There's no underwear under the kilt?
Well, you're not allowed to wear underwear with the kilt, otherwise apparently the Scotian fascists call you not a Scotsman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but if you happen to be out past 6 o'clock in my hometown of Glasgow wearing a kilt, and you happen to be a true Scotsman that is not wearing any underwear, you are definitely going to get at least 5 or 6 women strip you naked and check by tugging it.
Really?
Well, I don't mean tugging it for, like, you know...
Okay. All right, whenever you're ready, Tariq. Okay. All right, here we go.
Oh, sorry. Restart. Sorry, James. Restart. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh! Go, James! Go, James! Yeah, you did it!
You put music on, I need to
dance. Yeah, exactly. Just anything you got, we'll dance to it.
So it's Dancing with the X-Men Stars. We can start that show today.
That would be a
That's
good
on ice.
show.
Mutants on ice. I love it.
Nice.
The next one, perhaps. Maybe we can do it on ice. Make a musical out of it. I'd love that.
A musical of X-Men.
Set in the
Yeah.
80s.
Let's talk about the movie. It's awesome. I saw
Give
it
me your
last night.
metal! And you'd be like...
Let me mess with your mind.
Yes,
I'm not going to
that's
get
good. I
into
like
this.
that. Get inside the brain of that man.
Don't give away all our good stuff, mate. We've been
Freeze
working
him
on this
now,
too
Charles.
long. Don't give away our stuff.
Don't
we're
let
not
him
ready
move.
yet.
They're going to kill us all. We cannot trust them.
You haven't even done any part of the musical. You have to do your response.
I can't believe we're having the same argument. We're only doing it differently because it's a song. Do you think anyone will notice?
Remember Cuba.
We'll always have Cuba.
Well, by the way, most of the punches happened off screen with these guys. Because they have this game where if you can make someone... Oh, I just looked. Did you look? Okay. Yeah. That's the game. So you can look at that. Here we go.
Oh. Sense that she would be at the forefront of it all.
Well, your weapon, I mean, your powers are pretty awesome as well.
Careful now. Careful now. Safety on.
Okay. Don't shoot.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, feet on the record.
For some reason, somebody's throwing... Wait a minute, stop everything for a minute, mate. Whoever's creating this artwork, I applaud your artistry, by the way. It's beautiful work. But if anybody's given...
That sounds like Hugh Jackman to me.
Oh.
It's gotta be. Yeah.
What? He's here from the future.
He's the only way I get...
Oh, shit, I fucked it.
Come on. It wasn't the dance move, it was the airport, brother. How are we going to use that? It's the only way I can get him, like, up. Well, he was almost sleeping before.
I don't know a lot about other countries. I'm going to be honest with you. I know it sounds stupid, but, like, do you wear, like, kilts to school, or how does that work?
I don't think there's ever... I've never seen anybody wear a kilt to school, but we wear kilts to weddings and things like
weddings? Only to formal events?
Kind of, or alcohol, drug-fueled events.
You don't need this.
Sorry?
Have you been doing this too?
What, bending over?
Bending over.
Only for 7 months whilst making this film.
Before filming, or was it the beginning of a beautiful friendship?
We had a tiny bit of knowledge of each other before. We'd met a few times, just like on the road.
Yeah, I knew your wife.
Did you know my wife? No, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't. I've never gotten over that. So I did a movie with. I had the great honour of doing a movie with Robert Redford last year, about a year ago, and he quite often said to me, you know, I'd prefer it if you stayed in the American accent all the time.
Other quirks.
Robert said I'd like you to stay in the accent all the time. I took him aside and said, listen, man, I'm finding this really difficult, and I'm in an American American accent right now. It's like, you know, I'm me. I'm not American, and when the camera's not rolling, I'd rather be me. And I said, is there a problem? Are you worried about the accent not being good enough? He said, no, I just can't understand a word you say.
Gesture.
Left hand,
one hand,
right hand.
That's 4 options. Left hand, right hand, both hands, palms, fingers, 1 finger, 2 fingers, thumbs. I fingered myself with 1 hand at the end. I fingered my own brain. Just drinking too much protein shake and all of that.
Because protein shakes aren't good for you in the end.
They leave you on set shooting a scene in a car for 3 days, right? Which is fine, but eventually you have to get this protein shake out of you, and it always comes out as flatulence, right? So you're in this car for 3 days, and for a large portion of these 3 days, Angelina bloody Jolie is in the car with you as well. And eventually, after a day and a half or something, you have to turn it and go, listen, I'm sorry, it's not my fault that you just got in this car 3 seconds after my protein shake said hello.
Can I do my Patrick Stewart impression?
Yeah, go ahead, absolutely. Engage.
Everything that goes on. Any mutant in the film.
I guess to get the full experience, I'd have to be a woman, wouldn't I? You know, just to sort of realize what that was like.
So you're not actually jealous of any mutant. You're just jealous
I just
of
want to be a woman.
Yeah. Nice.
You know,
didn't have to be mutant.
I reckon I'd go for Angel then, because she flies around and pukes on people.
But what if you were a mutant?
Amusing.
What if you were a mutant who, and your power was that you could change your sex? You'd be like hermaphrodito or something like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
And like, so that if you were feeling,
or that's kind of like both, though, isn't it?
No, but you can choose. You wouldn't be both at the same time. You could be a man, and then you can change your sex. So you'd be Michael, then you'd be Michaela.
Tranetto.
My character's having an awesome time stripping.
When she went for careers day at high school, like, what do you want to do? Well, I want to be a doctor or a stripper.